The transfer portal news for Texas Tech keeps rolling in as the Red Raiders are set to host a massive defensive tackle to start the new year. Who is it? Plus, we look at the updated transfer portal rankings for Texas Tech, and a member of the secondary declares for the NFL draft. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's RC Maxfield here for the Back to 12 podcast. If you want to hit that like button, subscribe, and notification bell to help the channel out, it'd be greatly appreciated. We're giving you daily free videos about Texas Tech, keeping you in the know about Texas Tech football, whether that's on the gridiron, off the gridiron, and then we're keeping you in the know in Texas Tech men's basketball as well, whether that's on the hardwood or off of it. So if you want to be a part of the most engaging Texas Tech community here on YouTube, be sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. I kind of want to start a new tradition here on the Back to 12 podcast on Fridays. I know we're going into the weekend. It's a busy holiday weekend as the new year is fast approaching, but I really want to help out some Red Raider and small businesses out there. So shout out your favorite small family-owned business or Red Raider-owned business down on the pinned comment below. We're going to be doing this each and every Friday. No, I'm not making any money from this. I just want to help Red Raider families out and Red Raider small businesses out. So shout out your favorite small business or Texas Tech-owned business down in the pinned comments below. All right, let's jump into the transfer portal news for the Red Raiders as Texas Tech is going after a massive defensive tackle, yes, pun intended, and it is an Arkansas defensive tackle transfer, Anthony Tank Booker Jr. That is a very appropriate nickname when you hear his measurables here in just a second. He is set to visit the 806 on January 3rd, he tweeted out yesterday, adding Joey McGuire and James Blanchard. He is 6'4", 351 pounds, according to the Arkansas player roster page. Again, 6'4", 351. He has 1 year of eligibility left, and according to Rivals, he is a 3-star transfer portal player. Now, he's played at Maryland for 4 years before playing for Sam Pittman up there in Fayetteville for 1 year, and the Razorbacks. He, over the past 2 seasons, has been pretty solid considering what his role is on the defensive line. He has combined for 46 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. You have to think about something. When you're 6'4", 350, what is your primary objective on the defensive line? It's going to be a run stuffer. There's only so many Vita Veas in the world, okay? And Anthony Tank Booker is a guy that is a true run-stuffing defensive lineman in every sense of the term. Again, 6'4", 350. You think about Texas Tech and how they're currently constructed on the defensive line. There's a lot of pieces I like. Obviously, Amir Washington is the guy that popped during the bowl out there in Shreveport. But you also need some of those guys that have been there at the Power 5 level just from an experience and depth perspective. And Anthony Tank Booker could be that guy for the Red Raiders. You think about Danny Seeley flipping from Texas Tech to BYU. That left a massive hole in terms of the transfer portal needs that Texas Tech had, which is defensive tackle. This is a guy that could come in day one as a grad transfer, have 5 years of experience at the Power 5 level, 4 out in the Big Ten, and then 1 in the SEC. Now he could fill in potentially for the Red Raiders and be that guy that really helps solidify the experience factor on that defensive line for Texas Tech as they move into really a new era, not having Jalen Hutchings and Tony Bradford on that defensive line moving into 2024. So he is definitely a name to monitor. Again, it is Arkansas defensive tackle transfer Anthony Tank, just a fantastic nickname, Booker Jr., Anthony Booker Jr. And if he's added to the squad, him and Payday Douglas, okay, sign me the hell up when it comes to some of these nicknames. Let's look at the overall transfer portal team rankings as of Friday, December 29th. 24/7 Sports has the Red Raiders as the 5th overall transfer portal class in the country, only behind in the Big 12 anyway, Colorado and TCU. Rivals has Texas Tech as the 8th best transfer portal class behind Colorado and Arizona State. Now on 3, well, they're a little lower on the Red Raiders. They have Texas Tech as the 16th overall recruiting class in terms of the portal, and the 3rd best in the Big 12, only behind Colorado and TCU. we knew this was going to fluctuate. I mean, I've seen Texas Tech as high as number 3. I've seen Texas Tech as low as, well, 16th right there from on 3. Either way, this is a very productive transfer portal class for Joey McGuire and crew for a multitude of reasons. They went out and pinpointed multiple high-level needs on the offense, whether that was the offensive line or the wide receiver group. I think they did a pretty solid job in terms of pinpointing guys that they liked and adding them in the portal, whether that was, Porcher, Rodriguez, you got Scurry, Carter on the offensive line, and then everybody knows what they did with the wide receiver group and even the tight end position as well with the likes of Kelly. You've got Douglas, Conyers, Miller, and a couple others as well. So really solid stuff from Joey McGuire and crew when it comes to pinpointing the needs that they had specifically on the offensive side of the football. Obviously, a guy that we just discussed in Anthony Tank Booker Jr. would be pivotal in terms of adding him to the defensive side. But so far, so good in the portal for the Red Raiders as well. You're going to have guys moving on to campus here in the next really week and a half. I mean, you're going to have the likes of Micah Hudson on campus, Will Ham, and other guys as well from the portal, whether that's Josh Kelly, Jalen Conyers. Those guys are going to be on campus for spring semester going into spring football, which will really help their development and really help them learn that playbook and be a step ahead of some of the others moving in to 2024 in that fall calendar. Now, last but not least, and you can see down on the ticker below, we've got memberships here on the channel. If you want to join the most engaging Texas Tech community, they're as low as $3 a month. It gets you priority access to having all your comments answered and other exclusive content. So if you want to join that, be sure to follow the link down in the comments below on the memberships. But before we head out of here, let's talk about Tyler Owens. He has officially announced that he will be going into the NFL draft. He is out of eligibility, but it's cool to see Tyler Owens in the sense that he's been unlucky with some of the injuries, but damn it, when he's on the field, he's an impact player. Texas Tech is going to miss some of that speed and really just sideline to sideline safety abilities that not very many guys have. And remember, he transferred in here from UT, played last year really kind of as a mix and match guy, started this year at a safety spot and really played solid football when he wasn't injured. He's a guy that I think has a true shot at making an NFL roster, albeit probably not drafted, but as a guy that comes in during fall camp, makes a practice squad, and then probably works his way up from special teamer until maybe an NFL, second team guy in terms of, hey, I'm on the depth chart. I'm on second on the depth chart. Come in there and play some valuable snaps for an NFL roster. We shall see, but wishing him the best of luck as he goes on to try and fulfill his NFL dream here in the not too distant future. I am RC Maxfield reminding you one more time, down on the pinned comment below, leave your favorite small business or your favorite Red Raider owned business down on the pinned comment below. Doesn't have to be Texas Tech affiliated. It could be yours for all I care. Just want to help out the community a little bit in terms of y'all have helped me out a lot. I want to help y'all out too. So leave your favorite small business down below, whether it's Red Raider or owned by you personally. Let me know down on the pinned comment below. And if you haven't already, be sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell to stay in the know on Texas Tech football all year long, right here on the most engaging Texas Tech community on YouTube in the Back to 12 podcast channel.